All right, yo, what is good? This is EP5 of the Closeout Podcast. What's good, Anson? How you been?
Uh, Still alive, you know. I drove back from San Diego yesterday. Came back home 11. Slept at like 3. Woke up at 5 to watch Team USA lose. So
Yo, looks like Team USA definitely needs some help. But yeah, so let's give our recognition to 2020 2021 champions, the Milwaukee Bucks. Man,
I had to pay for breakfast today, but it's all good, man.
oh yeah.
I have to bet with my dad, but it's all good. CP3, one of my favorite point guards, not gonna win a ring ever, but it's all good. Giannis is legit.
Giannis did great, dude. He dropped 50. Man, he looked like fucking Shaq out there. This guy was going at it. Dude, I don't know, man. He dropped 50, which is insane.
So this is a pretty interesting segment. I seen ESPN, people on Twitter talk about it. I'm gonna ask you,
I go for it.
if you're an NBA player, are you taking Giannis's 1 ring or KD's 2 rings?
I'm taking Giannis's.
1 ring?
Yeah, I think so.
But people Google your name, Alan Jang, right? They gotta see 1 ring, bro. But they Google my name, that bitch say 2 though.
I'm gonna say pull up the stats. That's what I'm gonna say.
KD stats are nice though.
Yeah, dude. KD stats are alright, bro. He averaged like what 29 a game, I think.
No, I think his first final run he averaged 35.
35? Oh shit, bro.
The first one, and then the second one, 20. The team got even more overpowered. I think they stayed the same, but he didn't have to do that much because Kyrie left, and then.
Yeah, bro. I average 40 points a night for my team. Literally.
Hey, Giannis's 1 ring mattered more because like he did it for the city that gave him a chance. Man.
Yeah, exactly.
He did it like the hard way, bro. Like KD kind of just fit in that system. Like he just did it. He was almost like a sharpshooter.
Jesus.
ISO player sometimes, but the team was really ran around Giannis, so I think that was like more meaningful to him.
Yeah, I felt like everyone. I remember last year, everyone was saying like, "Oh yeah, Giannis can't win a ring because of these reasons. He can't win. That his play style doesn't work in this era." Man, his man dropped 50.
Hey man.
But yeah, good luck to good job, Bucks. Hopefully.
So where do you think you're gonna rank Giannis now? We're probably gonna do like a NBA ranking soon. So
yeah,
top 3, top 5.
To me, right now or like then
right now.
Right now,
like let's say who do you think's the best going into the next year?
The best? Yeah, I don't know. Might be a hindsight bias now, but I might have Giannis number 1.
Damn.
KD number 2, LeBron 3, Curry, Dame. Yeah.
Got Dame 5?
No, I'm just saying like that would like kind of be the list, just like whatever I had last time. But
yeah, bro.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. The Giannis is crazy, bro. It literally looked like no one could stop Giannis out there. I don't know what to tell you, like.
And he was stopping everyone too.
Yeah, they were trying to stop everyone, but dude, oh my god, dude, the Bucks had great defense and amazing offense. Like, I don't know, man. Like the Suns had to pull like fucking MJ juice out the bag, man, and then fucking try to beat them, bro. But hey, would you classify this as a sweep though? Because they were down 2-0, but then came back 4 games straight. It's not everyone's calling it. Everyone was saying, "Hey, it's still a sweep because we beat you 4 games straight." I'm like, okay,
it's not a sweep, but it's definitely like it's damn near as embarrassing as a sweep for the Suns. Because I mean, you not only did you lose 4 in a row, but you had the advantage. I don't know, man, and I think the Suns were the favorites and Vegas odds too.
Yeah, that's why I said like. Dude, it's pretty crazy, man. Like, even if the Suns, let's say like the Suns were up 3-0, right? And then the Bucks reverse sweep them, that would be insane. Like, to me, that would have been crazy. Like, bro, dude, even though they were up 2 games, to me, it's still like, damn, bro. Like, the Bucks are not messing around. Like, they were like, yo, we're down 2 games. We need to come out and fucking hit them in the mouth. And it just shows to me, like, I was talking about this the other day, how I said, like, the Suns don't really have a top 10 player on their team, right? The Bucks obviously have a top 5 player, but they have like other pieces to help them out, which is why I said like the Suns played. The thing is, I felt like the Suns played really, really good basketball, but the Bucks just had a better player on this team that can drop 40, drop 50.
It kind of gave me like it kind of remind me a little bit of that Cavs versus Warriors in that first year when they matched up, or second year, when it's like, yes, the Warriors had a better team than the Cavs all around. Like they just work better. Steph, Clay, their games complement each other better.
Yeah,
LeBron just willed his way.
Exactly. I was actually gonna call that like it had very, very similar vibes to that, where Giannis was trying to take his team to the promised land, just like how LeBron took Cavs to the championships. But
if you look at the Suns, right, like they don't have a top 10 player, but they got like 4 or 5 top 30 or top.
Yeah, 30. exactly. And then for the Bucks, they have one top 5 player, and they have like 2,
number 3 top.
Yeah, top 20, top 30.
But there's a big drop off after that. Like
exactly. After 10 or like after
got a lot of depth. Like even after their, Ayton, CP3, and Booker, they still got like Mikal Bridges,
Jay Crowder,
Cameron Payne was playing like top.
Yeah, Cameron Payne was going crazy.
Not in the finals. He kind of sucked in the finals, but
yeah. But all right. So since the NBA's season is over, we have now the draft pick. All right.
Wait. Let's cover some of the rumors real quick, bro.
No, the rumors first. I would do rumors first.
We do rumors first because it's these they don't really matter, but it's just a lot of news.
All right, yeah, we go through that real quick. All right, let's go for it. So
let me just read you off the news. This is a lot of report. The Pelicans are looking to pursue Kyle Lowry. Like, what do you think about that?
Wasn't it the last episode where we talked about like the Pelicans don't really need Kyle Lowry?
Yeah,
like they don't need Kyle Lowry. So I mean, we just feel everything's still in the air right now. We know like Lonzo wants to be traded, Zion wants to be traded, but we don't really have any like concrete evidence like, oh yeah, Lonzo's getting out of here. But we know that Lonzo's contract is ending, right? Like he's a free agent next year, or at least like this year. But yeah, I want to see what team really, really stands out. Like honestly, like okay, this year we had like Lakers maybe back-to-back champions. Even though Kyrie and KD are in the Nets, it's whatever, right? They can't stop the Lakers. And then we had Harden join, and we're like, oh my god, this is like stupid. This is dumb. Like, why would you do that, right? And then I kind of want to see what happens next year, as in like which team starts going crazy, right? Like, we know the Nets are still gonna be stacked, right? Lakers hopefully can come back healthy. Thank God. Get rid of Kuzma, sent to the Shanghai Sharks already. Dude, it was Kuzma's birthday the other day. You see that?
Bro, you see the comment section on
bro. Shanghai, man. Dude, hey, give him a birthday wish and get him off the Lakers. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah. Well, what else we got?
Norman Powell declined his 11.6 million player option, which is super interesting because that means, before I say that, the Blazers are looking to reacquire him anyways. But if they don't reacquire him, the Blazers get weaker. And what does that mean for Damian Lillard?
Exactly. We talked about that last time as well, but we'll see. We will see. I feel like he just wants to see what other team has interest in him. He just wants to feel around, but you can't blame him. He wants a bag, right?
Where do you see his value at? You see him being like a 20 mil, 30 mil?
I honestly see him around like a 15, 18. I feel like he's like to me, he's like a Luke Kennard kind of player. Luke Kennard is like
a little better than Luke Kennard.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like he's kind of there, like we could say he's a little better than him, but he's kind of there. That's his value for me, like around like 15, 18 mil. Yeah. But all right, what else we got?
The next one is it's not gonna happen. So we got to mention it anyways. But Lakers are looking at a sign and trade now that Chris Paul lost. They're looking to sign and trade for Chris Paul or Russell Westbrook. And it's going to involve Schroeder, Kuzma, and THT.
Give Shooter, give him Kuzma, and get Chris Paul, and we will win a champ. But the thing is,
I don't think it's realistic though. I think only Westbrook's realistic, but the Chris Paul one is like we'll take him, but like we'll also take KD. Is he gonna come?
Yeah, but like, yeah, exactly. You think Chris Paul might come after this year's loss? I feel like he blamed himself this year though. So.
All right, let's just keep going, man. Let's keep talking about the Lakers, I guess. Apparently, all right. Actually, you know what? Fuck the Lakers.
The Lakers. You got bandwagon, new team. What team are you? Detroit Pistons. I'm just kidding.
Hey, the Blazers aren't looking for first-round pick offers for CJ McCollum. They say they're a win-now phase, so that means that they're probably not looking to trade.
Not trading Dame.
Brother. Yeah. But if they don't get Norman Powell back and they just lose him, they get nobody else, then I don't know.
Okay, what do you think? What do you think the problem is? I mean, I don't want to go too off, but just like, what do you think the problem is for the Blazers? Like, what would make them? Obviously, yeah, sign fucking LeBron or sign someone, but do you think the Blazers have a problem in their play style or how they run their games? Like, what do you think? What do you think the problem is for the Blazers to not win? Because you have a player that's easily dropping 45 a night for you. What's the issue? Why can't you win? Why can't you win a chip?
I think it's their defense. They're always like a top 70 offense, and they're always in the bottom when it comes to defense. I think it's the defense. I think they made a mistake trading Gary Trent for Norman Powell. Both their contracts are going to be up anyways. Like, that's the reason why I didn't want to trade to keep Gary Trent. But I think Gary Trent's, like, Norman Powell is better, but he's supposed to be better. He's 26. Gary Trent's like 23.
True.
Even though you're a win now, I feel like Gary Trent's, I feel like his play style works better with Lillard and CJ if you want to keep those two together, because he's better defensively and he can knock down spot-up shots. Norman Powell, he scores the ball better, but he isn't as good defensively and he requires the ball more, in my opinion. So it just takes away from CJ and Dame's like isolation game if you give Norman Powell more touches. So True. I think they made a mistake trading him, and after that, I think the team's pretty complete. You just want to improve the defense. I think it was a pretty good pickup, but like they fell short. Another reason why I think they fell short though is because like they deal with a lot of injuries like in the regular season. Like they missed CJ throughout the whole first year. Remember last year they had Nurkic out, and Nurkic went back and he wasn't playing up to how he was.
Okay.
They didn't have Zach Collins, so
makes sense. Yeah, I just wanted to see because I mean, it looks like Blazers are in a good contending spot all the time, but they never seem to get past whatever they need to get past. But all right, what's next? What we got?
The Warriors are pretty highly active in trade talks with the 7th and the 14th pick in the draft. And apparently that's because like Curry, Clay, Draymond is urging the Warriors management to go pick up like an immediate contributor.
So basically they want a veteran because they want to win now.
And the biggest name, obviously, is unrealistic, but like fans, they hear one thing, they just run with it, and everyone's saying Bradley Beal now, so they're targeting Bradley Beal. I don't know if the Wizards want, Wiseman, a bunch of draft picks for Bradley Beal, but
I mean, if the Wizards trying to rebuild, then maybe we'll get rid of Russ and Beal, but to the Warriors, fuck, dude, you might as well sign KD.
Like there's better trades for Bradley Beal though. Like you're telling me the Sixers wouldn't just say, "Hey, I'll give you Ben Simmons for Bradley Beal."
That's true. But yeah. All right, what we got next?
Another ridiculous topic, but Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan are interested in joining up with the Lakers.
There's no way.
Every Laker fan is like this, bro. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna sign and trade Shooter and a bunch of bullshit to get Kyle Lowry, and then we're gonna get DeRozan for 2
million. Get Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan, and oh my god, there's no way.
I wish.
Fucking wish, man. We wish.
I'll take it, but it's not realistic.
Yep. What's next? What we got?
And then Kyle Kuzma is ready to move on to the Lakers because he sees himself as the same level as go look for a cap, bro. He sees himself at the same level as Jason Tatum.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a cap, bro. What the fuck? Dude, you know the amount of delusion this guy spits? He's like, yo, I see myself as the new Kawhi. I just need to wait till LeBron.
25-point scorer next year.
Dude, he's like, dude, you know, oh my God, I don't want to say anything, bro. Fuck that, dude. Fuck Kuzma, man. Kuzma, if you ever watch this, I hope you do. I hope your fans send this to you. You're fucking trash. 1v1 me. All right. If I win, you resign immediately. That's how I go for it. What's next, dude?
We swap net worse, bro. We swap bank account, bro. All right. Oh, and apparently the Lakers have offered to almost every team in the league the package of KCP and Kuzma. I guess they haven't seen anything in return. I don't blame the other 29 teams.
Yeah, they're like, dude, what
do I want Kuzma for, bro? But hopefully we get not Bradley Beal. Hopefully we get Buddy Hield. I wouldn't mind.
Okay, let me ask you a question, all right? If we just let Kuzma walk, do you think there's a team that will pick him up?
We can't let Kuzma walk because he's under contract for the next 3 years. Gonna let him walk in 3 years.
Dude, I'm just saying, man. Fuck, dude. Kuzma is so bad, dude. All right, whatever, dude. Next. I don't want to talk about Kuzma anymore.
All right. Last little topic. Team USA is apparently frustrated with Greg Popovich's style of play. He thinks he's trying to run like a San Antonio offense with them, and like, you know, there are a whole bunch of superstars. Like,
yeah, they don't want to run that. I feel like they don't want to run that. I think Popovich's play style works best when it's not like one. It's not like a group of superstars. Like only one key or two key players. Mm-hmm. I think he has a bunch of role players. I feel like that's what Popovich is trying to run with Team USA, and I don't think it's working. But yeah, what else we got? Oh, what else you want to add?
Let me just add a little bit to that. I think Greg Popovich, I think it's just the players. They just need to be like, yo, I heard, so they just need to like buy into the system, in my opinion, because everyone's trying to do their own thing. Yeah. I saw this other, like I was watching ESPN, I had to just open.
Yeah.
And there's this like basketball analysis, and he basically said this is why France beat the United States today, because they have a clear system. So what that means is Evan Fournier, that's their number one option, right? They run the offense as a focal point through him. Everyone else does their thing. Like, they'll help him. Like, they had a dude named something DeCola, who was the point guard. He was a second option. So when Evan Fournier was attracting all attention, he comes in, you know, does his thing. He had like 14 points. And then you got the big man Gobert and stuff doing his thing, but not offensive related. He's setting screens to help Fournier get his shots up. That's how an offense should be run. Yeah. You run through your first option. Second option gets his, he gets his when the offense is too focused on the first option, and all the supporting players are supporting players. But in the USA, we got KD, number one option, right?
Damian, number one
option. So he's doing his. Dame was like, I felt like Dame was so awkward in that game because he wasn't like taking the shots he usually take. He was trying to balance not being the number one option. He looked like he just didn't play like himself. And then Jason Tatum's also a number one option. Zach LaVine's another number one option. And the offense, it just didn't feel like an organized basketball offense.
Yeah, I feel like just the team is just so bad. Like, not like the players are bad, just like that they just chose bad players to be in a team. Like, you can't take someone that's been used to, hey, I need to be the number one option. He's coming for my team, and put that with a bunch of people with the same mindset. Like, you can't. It's not going to work out because then everyone's going to think they have to be the number one option. Like, unless your coach says, all right, Dame, you're number one option. Katie, you're number two option. The rest of you guys are going to help these two. These guys are your generals. These are your captains. You protect them. You do whatever you need to do to help them, win this game of basketball. But yeah, I think you're right, dude. There's just too many number one options.
Like, Drew Holiday had a great game today, and it's because he was just doing all the role player stuff. He was cutting, getting to the basket when he wasn't forcing anything, and Drew Holiday had like the best game. Draymond Green did really well. Like, Bam Adebayo, all these role players did really well, but I feel like we just have way too many people who are trying to like get theirs.
Yeah, exactly.
The 2012 team, I'm gonna bring this because 2012 team probably like the best we've seen since.
Yeah, that was a crazy team, dude.
But the thing is, you look at that crazy team, and it's not like a whole bunch of people trying to get theirs. At that point, look, let me tell you the roster, right? Like the starting five, Chris Paul, he's not gonna get his. He's that role player on that team.
Leader, right? Yeah.
He's that playmaker. He's not even looking to score. Kobe, surprisingly, he wasn't ball hogging nothing. He was filling out the wings. He was shooting the ball. That was it. He wasn't really hogging up the ball. LeBron averaged like 7 or 8 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
He was a elite role player. He was setting up Carmelo and KD to set 3-point records. KD was their number one option, right? He got Kobe as a number 2 option. LeBron, CP were role players. That sounds crazy, right?
LeBron. Yeah, that sounds insane, dude.
LeBron was not
like and CP as role players. Holy shit.
LeBron wasn't like, it wasn't like the 2016 LeBron where he had no one on his team and he was like, "Yo, give me the ball, let me try something." LeBron was like, "I'm gonna try to get people. I'm gonna make good passes."
Yeah,
that's what he was doing. And then Tyson Chandler, who was just a role player, just getting rebounds, getting blocks. That's why that team worked out. But now we got this team. I kind of like Popovich's idea of starting like Draymond Green. But like, because like you have way too much offense, but you have Tatum and KD and
I feel like he doesn't like, I don't know, man. Just too much. I feel like if you put Tatum out, and then Tatum might be like, bro, like, why am I here? Like, unless they understand their role, like, okay, I'm not the number one option anymore on this team. Like, I need to be more of a role player. Whatever my team needs, I'm able to do. Until we see that with the players, we're not going to win. Like, we might win some games just out of like, because we're better than them. But when it gets to like, okay, we actually need to like start winning these exhibition games and we need to make it into like to compete, like, oh my God, I don't know, man.
The skill gap between countries and us are not that far now. Cause back then, like we do it, like I watched 1992 Nigeria versus USA, Michael Jordan, whatever. Nigeria couldn't even make a jump shot. They just got the rebound. Magic Johnson runs up the court, does anything with the ball, right? Throws it this way, that way. Jordan catches, dunks it. It was easy. But now the other team is good too, and it's like a competitive game. And when no one's like working together, it's just not. And like, I feel like Team USA, they need to start Drew Holiday. Like, I know like there's a lot of players on this team that's better than Drew. Like Devin Booker is straight up better than Drew Holiday, right?
Yeah, we know that, but like as a player wise, yeah, obviously.
But on this team, like based on what I seen last game, maybe Booker didn't have as good of a game, or maybe it was just Drew Holiday's good game. But Drew Holiday, like he really held it down. Like they were struggling in that third quarter, and then Drew Holiday was the only one that was scoring and got him back to lead. Drew Holiday was really good on defense. Like I remember this one play where I think Lillard like lost the ball,
and
then Drew Holiday, he was damn near the baseline. He was the only one that sprinted all the way, chased down that like fast break layup and fouled him, so he didn't get the 2 points.
That's smart.
So, yeah, I think Drew Holiday needs to start. Like, I feel like they just can't start Drew Holiday because obviously, like, you're gonna tell Lillard like, "Yo, we're gonna sit you out."
Yeah, exactly. Like you can't. Like it's just you. I mean, as a coach, imagine that you have Damian Lillard, Jason Tatum, KD, fucking Devin Booker, like Drew. Like you can't just be like, "All right, dude, you're not as good, so you're gonna have to sit down, Dame." Like you're good. We know you're good. It's just that your play style isn't needed here in Team USA.
No, I think you could put Dame in there. Dame needs to get more comfortable for that. He had a really like, I don't know, this didn't look like Dame Lillard. He was like scared to take shots. And then when he was taking shots, it seemed like he was just forcing to take shots because like I felt like in his head he was like, "Oh, I'm not taking enough shots, so let me just take a shot right now." Like I don't know what was going on, but I think you need to start Drew Holiday with Dame because the team plays so much better with Drew Holiday like on the floor. So, but the only problem with that is like you start both of them and then you don't have a backup point guard.
Yeah,
that's the only problem. So I think it's like I don't know. Go get a backup point guard. I don't know. Go get LaMelo.
Yeah, go get a backup point guard, man. Fuck, dude. Yeah, I'm so like I don't know, man. It just seems unreal that US is losing damn this much. Like
It's our first loss in 25 games. 25-game win streak in the Olympics broken today.
Dude, what the?
To be fair though, it's not like we lost to another like
Nigeria.
I mean, if we lose Wednesday against Iran, bro, I might as well move there, right? But like, dude, like we lose against Iran, I don't know what to say, but like France, they won the FIBA gold last year, I think. So, I mean, they're pretty good though. So
I know, but like, dude, it's Team USA, man. Like this
is KD. Yeah, you're right. We have KD.
Dude, we have a 7-foot demigod on our team, man. Dude, you're telling me some France people
gonna 30 on us, then he had like 27.
Oh my god, yeah, I don't know, man. Team USA kind of disappointed me right now. I kind of feel bad, dude. All right, whatever. What else we got? Let's move on.
Let's just start with the draft.
Let's start the draft. All right, bro. 2021, my bad. NBA draft.
You got the consensus mock draft pulled up?
Yeah, I see it right here.
Yeah, so basically this is on the NBA website. You just gotta search up NBA consensus mock draft 2021. Basically, like, there's a lot of mock drafts. CBS, NBC, ESPN, everyone got mock drafts out there. This is like the consensus, right? They just got a whole bunch of analysts, a whole bunch of like draft experts or whatever. Experts, every year they mess up, but they're still experts.
Yeah, experts more fucking. I'm just kidding. All right.
They got a whole bunch of experts, and we're just gonna take a look at this real quick, give our opinion, or if we have someone else, like let's say we see Cade Cunningham first overall pick, we might be like, I feel like taking Chris Duarte.
Dude, just shut up, bro. Yeah, I'm a stop the cap, man. Stop the cap, bro.
So let's go ahead, man. Let's go ahead and look at this, bro.
All right, go ahead. Let's see what we got.
You want me to start it off, or you got anything to say before we start?
You can start it off. I trust you. Go for it.
All right. So the first overall pick. By the way, I think this list, I believe they got 12 analysts. Yeah, 12. They got 12 mock surveys. And each pick, they're gonna tell you how many like Cade Cunningham. All 12 mock drafts had Cade Cunningham going number 1.
Yeah, so, like this guy was
mock drafts. He is the undisputed number 1 pick. What do you think about this? You taking Cade Cunningham number 1?
Hey, I agree with the experts. Cade Cunningham is the dude, the guy. Man, he looks like an NBA player playing in college, having the game of his life, doesn't care. Like, this man has that NBA build. It just feels like this guy does so well at anything he really does. I know he still needs to work on a lot of stuff, but man, he's young. This guy can almost do anything I think he wants. Like, yeah, he needs to just develop his game a little bit more, tone it up a little bit, but overall, extremely, like, he has high value, bro. This guy has some really crazy raw talent, and like I said, if you can tone it down a little bit more, dude, like I saw, like you're looking at the weaknesses. I mean, I'm looking at the weaknesses of him, like just like the whatever I put down, or he has some big turnovers, but like, dude, he's just trying to get the ball over more. Like he's trying to do more, but it's not something crazy where it's like, oh yeah, this guy doesn't have a jump shot, or like this guy can't hit a layup. Like it's nothing crazy like that. Like he's really good overall as a player. Like his strengths, like, dude, it blows out the weakness out the window. Like, dude, this guy is crazy, and I agree. Like, dude, this guy is undisputed number 1. I know you've been saying it for some time now. Like, oh, Cade Cunningham is a fade for Cade. This guy is.
I've been saying this since like once the draft last year started.
Yeah, like, yo, Cade.
After they picked Edwards, LaMelo, and all them, right after the same day, I was like, all right, it's time to fade for Cade. So,
let me ask you a quick question, all right?
Go ahead.
If Cade was in last year's draft, what rank would you have?
I'm taking Cade.
Cade number 1 still?
I'm taking Cade for LaMelo and Edwards. That's how confident I am. Hey, I'm gonna look like a dumbass if he turns out to be Anthony Bennett, but Cade, please be the next LeBron or some shit. But I look like a dumbass. It's fine.
And that's what I said. Because I feel like, dude, Cade compared to last year's draft, to me, dude, Cade is insane. Like, oh my god, man.
Yeah, people are saying this is like the best draft class since the 2003 draft with LeBron, Chris Bosh,
Carmelo,
Melo, and Wade. People are saying that's the best one, and like this draft, it's very
potential, right?
Yeah, potential. It's very top heavy. There's 4 players in this draft that people are saying would go number 1 overall in most drafts. So, like the 4 players, I'm gonna read off. I'm gonna go ahead and name him, and I'm gonna tell you why Cade Cunningham will be number 1 over the other 3. It's Cade Cunningham, Evan Mobley, Jalen Suggs, and Jalen Green.
Yeah, I kind of assumed it.
Yeah, not in that order, but the reason why I think Cade will be number 1 is I think Cade is the best guard out of the 4 guys. Cade is better than both Jalen's because he has like a more skill set, I guess. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna tell you why they'll pick him over Evan Mobley, because I feel like Cade Cunningham, he's a more versatile player. Like Detroit, they don't really have a direction of where to go. It's kind of like, it's not like they're building around someone. Like, Atlanta, they were kind of building around Trae Young. That's why they drafted DeAndre Hunter. They drafted Cam Reddish, good defensive potential players to pair along a small guard to build around Trae Young. Pistons don't have that much to build around. I guess Jeremy Grant, but you could put Jeremy Grant at the 3 or the 4. So he can play 1, 2, or the 3. So they just drafted Killian Hayes last year and Saddiq Bey. You can just slide Cade Cunningham to the 2 and have Saddiq Bey, Jeremy Grant, and Trey Mason Plumlee. You don't really need him. He's good, but like he's not like a young guy that. I mean, you could keep him for veteran leaders, I guess. But like you have Isaiah Stewart in the future too. So yes. If you guys aren't familiar with Cade Cunningham though, let me just break it down. He's like a 3-level scorer. He can
triple threat, man. That guy triple threat for sure, dude.
He can shoot 40% 3-point shooter. What makes this really impressive is like he's not a 40%. I'm gonna stand in the corner and shoot open threes 3-point shooter. He's shooting like step back threes, and one of the reasons why I really like him as a 3-point shooter in the NBA is because he doesn't have one way of shooting the 3. Because like most like for example Joe Harris, he's a great 3-point shooter.
Pick and pop. Very, very simple, yeah.
Mostly, like his 3-point shooting comes from catch and shoot or coming off screens, off ball, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give the ball to Joe Harris.
Yeah, hey, make a move and shoot a 3.
That's not hard in 3, right? Like he's probably done that before, but that's not his bag, right?
Yeah.
Cade Cunningham, he could do both. He can isolate, shoot the 3, and he can come off screens. He's really good off ball. He's a really good playmaker. Like you mentioned his turnovers, which I mean it is kind of concerning. Like 4 turnovers a game, pretty high, especially like they only play 40 minutes, so it is pretty high. But very few NBA there's no prospects in this draft that gets defended like Cade Cunningham.
Yeah,
he gets doubled every play, like double, tripled almost every single play.
I just feel like Cade is just so good at scoring. Like I've seen clips of him like working out and stuff. Like, dude, he's practicing hard in step back, right? Like, dude, little jab steps, little rocker stuff. Like, dude, this guy is really, he has a bag. Like, he has a big bag. And I just like in my mind, I'm like, dude, it would be dumb to just put one guy on him and just try to ISO him. Like, he will kill anyone you put in front of him. Like, even if you put like dude, if you put just a normal college guard on him, like, dude, he's gonna cook that guy and like dunk all over him. Like, there's no way like you can just one man Cade. And it goes like, okay, yeah, his turnovers are there, but I feel like that's just like you're kind of picking out to see what his weakness is. Like, yeah, like
I think it's like you put that type of defense on any of these guards,
exactly.
More turnovers as well.
Yeah, they'll make my dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're just trying to find a weakness to like. Okay, Cade's not the perfect play. He has to have a weakness. Oh, look at his turnovers. He has 4 turnovers a game. But then, like you said,
I'll tell you his weakness. I feel like he could be a little bit more explosive. It's not like an alarming weakness. Like, we've seen players that aren't like a little bit slow-footed, not as explosive. Like, he's kind of like LaMelo, where he's not like at 6, LaMelo's like what 6'8". You expect LaMelo to be dunking everything wide open.
Yeah.
Hawking most, but he kind of is like low rim grade. He doesn't get to the rim with the same explosiveness as like Ben Simmons, Anthony Edwards, LeBron even. So I feel like sometimes like Cade can't rock it like to the rim like Edwards would do, and sometimes like it prevents him from scoring. And another thing is like I feel like he needs to tighten up his handles too, because that's one of the like I don't know how much of it is his handles because he is getting like doubled and tripled.
Yeah.
A lot, but he gets ripped from time to time.
Yeah, I've seen some clips, but it's not like his handles are extremely bad too. Like it's not like, oh, this guy can't dribble a ball, give him the ball. It's like, bro, he'll put you to sleep, and dude, he'll like I don't want to say he'll blow by you, but because he's definitely like, dude, like you said, triple threat. Like dude, he if you like give him a chance, give him space or shoot on you, you step up too much, he'll go around you, right? He's a big dude. But like you said, like his handle might be an issue, but like he doesn't like I don't feel like he really needs to like be a Kyrie because he's not short, like he's not short. He's tall. He just needs one or two go-to moves and just use it and just blow by, either spin move, put him in spin cycle and dunk it, or or just a little stutter step. It's whatever I feel like. It's not like you said, it's not a big concern to me, like especially to me as well. It's not like a big concern that Cade doesn't really have like crazy handles. It's just because I feel like he doesn't need that,
Especially at 6'8", it's like not a lot of people like at 6'8" that can run the point guard like that.
Yeah.
Like in the NBA, usually like 6'8" point guards are like, oh my god, what's like the one thing holding them back? Like for example, guys like Frank Ntilikina and Isaac Bonga, right? It's like, oh, they don't have like that playmaking ability, or they're not attacking the rim as well. And then Ben Simmons is like, oh, he's not a good shooter, right? And I told you this last year. I was like, because you know how like a lot of people were kind of doubting LaMelo, and I was saying like, look at LaMelo. He's like a skinny Ben Simmons because he's a tall point guard that can play make.
Yeah.
Right. Not explosive,
but he can
actually shoot the ball.
Yeah.
And this is what like Cade Cunningham is. He's a tall point guard that can play, like he can play make, he can drive, and he can shoot. And he's not as light as LaMelo. He's a little bit heavier, a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really like Cade Cunningham. Defensively, I think he's pretty good too. I mean, his length, he defended 1 through 4 in college. I think he could defend.
Yeah, I saw that.
He has really good length, really good hands. So yeah, and out of all the like college prospects, I guess I haven't been watching that many college basketball in my life, but this dude's like the most clutch college prospect I've ever seen him. Like it's almost like I've watched like a few of his games, full games, and I've watched some of his tournament games. I watched a lot of his highlights, obviously, a lot of full game highlights. This dude has clutch shots like damn near every game. Like it's insane. Like I don't know, especially that game with Baylor, we hit like most back-to-back threes. Like
that's crazy.
It's like he already has that like mentality of like it's like players that like want the ball in the clutch time, like Dame Lillard, Kobe.
Yeah.
There's players that are a little bit more passive, like not that it's a knock, like, but like LeBron is a little bit like he'll make the right pass.
Yeah.
He looks fearless, like out the gate, he's ready to take that shot. So
yeah, like he's like, yo, give me the ball, I'll do what I need to do to make my team win. Like I respect that from him. But all right, that's good for Cade. We little fanboys for Cade right here, but we good. All right, so who do you think is number 2 now? Evan Mobley? That's what they're saying.
So no, the most common pick they're saying Jalen Green. Oh, Jalen Green and Mobley is tied.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, bro, if you say Evan Mobley, I'm like, bro, I think Jalen Green has an argument to take number 2, in my opinion.
So, like I said, this draft is top 4 heavy, and like after Cade Cunningham, the consensus we'll just cover 2, 3, and 4 because they're all the top.
They're all there. Like they can interchangeable anytime.
Jalen Green, Evan Mobley, Jalen Suggs, they're all 2, 3, and 4 in their consensus draft.
Yeah.
Who do you think is number 2 if you were to pick from the 3?
Okay. number 2 pick is the Rockets, right?
So like you also gotta look at the roster. Do you have
Yeah, exactly. You have Christian Wood already. Yeah, like
that's the main players you have to be concerned of because it's like guards and centers.
yeah, like if I'm the Rockets, dude, no cap, I'm taking Jalen Green number 2 because Christian Wood's health is gonna be healthy. Then I could have Jalen Green running with KPJ, like and John Wall. I guess John Wall comes. I mean, John Wall is definitely coming back, but basically,
No, he'll be there for 1 year and then he's dipping.
yeah. But I'm taking Jalen Green as my number 2 pick if I'm the Rockets. Like, yeah, I know Evan Mobley's good, but who fits my team more is definitely gonna be like Jalen Green. I feel like Jalen Green has, to me, in a way, he kind of proven himself already, right? Because he's in the G League, right? With like Jonathan Kuminga, but like, like Jalen Green is that like star player. Like he, like I seen somewhere it said like he plays like Zach LaVine, where it's like he's lengthy, he has really good explosiveness, really good balance, right? He's like a decent shooter. He's a decent shooter. But I'm definitely taking Jalen Green number 2 if I'm the Rockets, like for sure. But yeah.
I think I would go Jalen Green too. Because like in my head, I'm just ignoring John Wall because like I don't.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just get John Wall. You have KPJ.
So we're gonna have KPJ probably at the 1, and then Jalen Green at 2. That sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah.
Jalen Suggs would work too because I feel like Jalen Suggs the better playmaker. Mm-hmm. So like, because I know KPJ's aggressive at times, so that could happen. But I think Jalen Green's better because he has more size, like 6'6". Yeah. Now you're gonna KPJ, Jalen Green, both explosive scorers. I see the case for Evan Mobley. I think Evan Mobley was actually the consensus number 2.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then he like dropped a little bit, and then now Jalen Green's like right there with him.
Yeah.
So I agree with everything you said about Jalen Green. I think he's like probably the most explosive dunker of this draft.
We should just got Jimmy on this. I just thought about that. Jalen Green's a favorite player, right?
He only knows Jalen Green. He knows
exactly. That was like, go Jalen Green should be number 1. All right,
but Jalen Green though, like he reminds me like you said, Zach LaVine. I think he reminds me of like a young Kobe too, like just a very aggressive, like Kobe, young Kobe. I know like Kobe, like his prime, he's mostly like a post, fader, jump shooter. Young Kobe was more like a slasher, and then he had a little bit of jump shot. So I feel like that's Jalen Green. I feel like he's also like a pretty good. I feel like a lot of these players are pretty high IQ. Like I feel like last year's draft, it was filled with players that are just like questionable IQ. Like Edwards' field goal percentage is so low. A LaMelo going in, who was like a 25% 3-point shooter, you're kind of questioning. Nico Mannion, was like so inefficient. But this year is like a lot of these players are like pretty efficient. They play like winning basketball. A lot of these players, like they make the right passes.
Yeah, like I feel like this draft was definitely more like these guys aren't just scorers. Like they know when to score, they know when to pass, and that feels like this. Like you said, this draft can arguably be the next 2003 draft where there's LeBron James, Dwayne Wade.
I mean, there's also the Luka draft with Trae Young, Shea.
Yeah, but we'll see. I mean, Luka proved himself already, man.
PJ's in that draft.
Yeah.
Last thing I just want to touch about Jalen Green, like we touched up on Cade Cunningham's like concerns, I guess. Yeah. Jalen Green's concern is that dude is so light, bro. He's like 180 pounds at 6'6".
Yeah, he's 170 something.
I'm heavier than him, bro.
Yeah, I feel like dude, you add like 20 pounds, dude. That guy would be crazy, dude.
So like it's not that concerning because he's pretty strong. Like on offense, it's not concerning because he is pretty strong for like 180 pounds. Like he gets to the rim fine. He has good hang time, so it doesn't need like that much strength. But I feel like when he gets into the league, are they gonna do like a whoever offense isolate to play against him? Like I don't know because he is a little bit small.
Yeah, bro. Like if he's 172 to 6'5", bro, someone can just take a little bump. And dude, he's off. Dude, turnaround shot. Dude, he might be a defensive liability, but I mean, obviously, it's not really like he's not like it's not one of his weaknesses on defense. I feel like this guy's really, really good. He gets really low to the ground, which I like. He doesn't like I want to say he's afraid of contact, but more so like he knows how to take contact but still recover quickly to get back on the good defensive side. You know, like he's good at contesting shots and maybe just picking. Like I know it's not doesn't say like his strength is it, but he's a pretty good defender. Like he tries to go for good steals. Like he knows like there's times where he doesn't try to go for steals because he knows he'll be like either it's too risky or you'll be like lost on the defense and then the opposing team has a good offense. Like they just go 5-on-4 on him. But yeah, I feel like Jalen Green is a decent player. That's why I said arguably. I mean, like, dude, Jalen Green is definitely number 2 for me still. You know.
There's just one last concern with his game, and that's like the inconsistent shooting. Like, there's some games where he's going off, good shooting, and then he does have some games. I don't know if his mechanic, changes within each game, but there's some games where he is a little cold. There's a couple games he had this season who was like 0 for 6.
Yeah, I see. And he's like 0 for 6 for 3, 0 for 7 on field goal. I was like, yo, that's.
But he does average 36%, which isn't too bad from 3. So I don't know. I think it's just inconsistent shooting. That's really it, though.
Yeah.
I think Jalen Green. I think in another draft he would probably be the number 1 pick too.
Yeah, if he was.
I don't know about the last year draft, but I think in most years he could be number 1.
Yeah. But all right. We go. Who we got next? All right, now we got Evan Mobley, and Jalen Suggs. All right.
So who are you taking number 3 if you were the Cavs? Now, this is really tricky though. Remember.
Yeah.
Jarrett Allen still needs to be signed a contract. Are they gonna re-sign Jarrett Allen because you have Allen and Mobley now?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. I mean,
you gotta trade Colin Sexton because now you have Darius Garland, Colin Sexton, and then you're gonna draft Jalen Suggs, who's another guard.
Yeah.
So they got some work to do. I'm not even sure. I'm not even like me picking. I'm not even gonna like look at the fit of the Cavs.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look at who I think is gonna be a little bit better. So
yeah.
How about you go first?
You want me to go first? Yeah. For me, if we resign Jarrett Allen, I'm taking Jalen Suggs. Like hands down. Like Jalen Suggs.
Is it because you like Jarrett Allen, or is it just because like you
I feel the thing is yeah, I do like Jarrett Allen, but I just see that Jalen Suggs is just a better player in my opinion. Like he's 6'4" shooting guard. He's really, really good slasher in my opinion. Great shooter as well. And I feel like we don't need Colin Sexton. Just fuck Sexton. But like Jalen Suggs, Darius Garland with Jarrett Allen would be a pretty good team in my opinion. Like those 3, I feel like could work together really, really well. Especially that's a very, very young core as well. I feel like they could improve together, and then their game kind of helps each other out because I think Jalen Suggs is he's a very like I put like he's a good passer, right? Especially with you think about it with Jarrett Allen, right? Who loves to like run a break and just dunk it all over people. Jarrett Allen's a great defender as well, right? Jalen Suggs with a good passer and then Darius Garland with running the point. I think that's a really, really good team.
Okay. For me, this is what I'm thinking, right? If I was the Cavs, I'm gonna look to trade Sexton too. I'm gonna keep Allen and draft Suggs. I agree with you, right? But if I wasn't looking, because we don't know what the Cavs are gonna do. Yeah. I want the Cavs to do that. If I was a Cavs, I don't give a fuck about the Cavs. But if I was a Cavs fan, that's what I would want. If the Cavs weren't drafting, because like I said, we can't predict what they're gonna do. If the Cavs
we don't know, man. We're just a bunch of.
I think straight up, I think Mobley would be the better pick at 3. If we're not looking at the Cavs at all, reason why I think Mobley will be better, like I remember I told you I'm not really high on drafting centers that high.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they're switchable on guards. I think like they get exposed in the playoffs.
Yeah.
This dude Mobley's different, bro. Like this dude moves like Bam Adebayo on defense. Like he's like look keep in mind these are like fucking college guards, right? Like they're not. He's not guarding Kyrie and Lillard on a switch now. He's just guarding some dude named Walters or I don't know. He's switching, like I've seen so many plays where he switched on the smaller guards and he keeps it with them on the perimeter. He blocks their shots. My favorite thing about him is that like he's a very good rim protector. And when I say that, I don't mean just his blocks, because he's averaging 3 blocks a game, 2.9. That's a lot, right? And you see like centers in the NBA who average a lot, like Mitchell Robinson, for example. He averages a lot of blocks. The problem with Mitchell Robinson is that he jumps at everything and he just fouls out almost every game.
Yeah, that's fast.
Evan Mobley, he does a really good job of blocking shots without fouling. And he's really good at like contesting, closing out. I've seen like so many plays where like the shooter is wide open and he's in the paint. He just jumps out at him, forces him to shoot the ball higher.
Yeah.
So I feel like Evan Mobley, in my opinion, if I were to guess, I think Evan Mobley will be a future defensive player of the year multiple times. Like even if he sucks on offense, I'm very confident like he's going to be very good on defense.
Yeah, I feel like Evan Mobley is high. Yeah, I feel like Evan Mobley, as a 7-footer, moves very, very well, right? Like I've seen his game where he's getting low. He's like keeping up with the guards basically, you know. And I feel like that also transitions to his offense as well. Like he's a really, really good scorer, and he has a bag as well. You know, he has a bag. He has like he, huh?
Bro, like, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you did.
But like, I just want to add on what you said. Then you know, if you're gonna pause for me.
No, you good.
Evan Mobley, like, there's very few centers I see that are just crossing up other centers.
Exactly. I was like, bro, this guy
Great, bro. This dude looks so fun to watch. Like,
yeah, like
I wasn't that high on Mobley, but after like doing a little bit more draft work, I did watch a few games. He looks really good. The reason why I really like his offense when he takes like centers off the dribble is that the main problem with these bigger centers is that they stall the offense, right? They have the ball in their hand for 8 seconds. They need to size them up, right?
Yeah, they try to post them up. That's their only go-to move. They try to post. But like, dude, what the?
It takes like 8 seconds to get the ball down to the court, and then another 10 seconds of you doing this shit, right? And then what happens when you get trapped? You pass it out and the defense recovers. Then you just have 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, so you wasted like 10 seconds doing nothing.
And then Mobley's post game, he has a kind of a post game. It's like a dribbling post game.
Yeah.
It takes like 3 to 4 seconds. He catches the ball, he just goes.
Yeah. He doesn't. Yeah, he's not afraid to like, you know, like he's like, yo, I'm taking it in, and I feel like he's very, very quick with that. Like he decides on what he's gonna do and he just does it. Like if he like gets defended or gets contested, he'll try to get the rebound because like he's very, very good at fighting for the ball, and I feel like he's really aggressive in that way. And that's why I said, like his quickness off his feet guarding guards helps him transition and doing offense. Because we're like, okay, when we see a center, we're like, okay, this guy's probably slow. We'll go through him, and his offense is slow too. Uses his body, uses his weight. But Evan Mobley does it really, really quick, and it's just like you said, it doesn't stall the offense. And I feel like that's a really, really good reason why he's so high up on the draft board. I feel like the other experts say that too. You know, they're like, yeah, Evan Mobley's a great dude. So you should put him on number 2, which is well argued. You know, like we said, all these 3 guards are three players can go number 2. Jalen Green, Jalen Suggs, Evan Mobley. You know, like to us, we're like, oh yeah, Jalen Green number 2. You know, because we're just saying to fit in the Rockets. You know, like the Rockets are the number 2 pick, right? But
I don't like the idea of having like Mobley and then Christian Wood at the 4.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
They run Wood at the 4. I don't know. I don't like having a 4 that can switch on guards.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have Mobley, you're having like, in my opinion, dude, this dude's like Gobert with offense. In my opinion, that's just me though. Like he looks so. Maybe I'm overhyping his defense, but his defense looks insane to me.
Yeah, I mean, I see the comparison here. It says he plays basically his comparison is Chris Bosh.
I don't know about the jump shot or like the offensive game.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think defensively, this sounds a little stupid, but I think he's like a 7-foot Bam on defense.
7-foot Bam? Dude, Bam is good defensive. Bam is one of those guys that can guard guards, you know.
And then on offense, like I think he's a center. Like I don't really see a lot of centers that take other centers off the dribble. Like he's like a Rasheed Wallace or someone. Like
yeah, most
definitely. Or like I guess the closest center that does it is maybe Anthony Davis because he sometimes he'll cross over a center and try to get a basket.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Mobley's like super interesting. I think at least like if he doesn't dominate the way he does in college, I think at least he'll be a good defensive center. Like I don't think he'll be a bust. I think he has a very high floor.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. Now we got the boy after Evan Mobley. Oh, we kind of already talked to like we'll put Evan Mobley kind of third, I guess. All right, we'll put Jalen Suggs second. No. Jalen Green second. Jalen Suggs third. Evan Mobley fourth. Which is.
How do you feel about Jalen Suggs at 4? Then he's gonna go to the Raptors.
Wait, what do you mean? No, Jalen Suggs is third, right?
Fourth. Oh, I had Mobley
to the Cavs.
Oh, that's right, huh?
Yeah, I was like, usually putting Mobley to the Cavs because we said Suggs to the Cavs, Green to the Rockets, and obviously K to the Pistons, the Pistons.
I guess Mobley could be at the 4 with Toronto.
Yeah, I want to see as a problem. Like, okay, yeah,
I think they could fit on. It's just Jarrett Allen. Like, what are you gonna do with him if you get Mobley? But yeah, you're right. I think okay. So let's talk a little about Jalen Suggs real quick, in case people don't know. I don't know how you don't know about Jalen Suggs.
Yeah, Jalen's that game winner, man. You guys should all.
I hit one of the best game winners I've ever seen in March Madness.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, dude.
Since we just gave player comparisons, I think he kind of plays like. I think he's one of the best two-way. No, okay, I can't say one of the best because there's some good-ass two-way players in this draft.
Yeah, but he's a really, really good two-way player.
He's a very good defender, and he's a very high IQ player.
Yeah.
In my opinion, offensively, his high IQ combo guard type of player kind of reminds me of Tyrese Halliburton. Like, IQ-wise, his athleticism, like I think he's more athletic than Tyrese Halliburton, but he has a lot of, like, the way he plays, the way he makes decisions, it's kind of similar to Tyrese Halliburton, in my opinion. And then, the way he, has good offense and defense kind of reminds me of, like, Dwayne Wade. A little bit more shooting. Obviously, in this era, you're going to be able to shoot more.
Yeah.
But his driving, his slashing, the way he explodes to the rim, like, it was giving me signs of the Flash. How about you? What do you think?
I feel like, to me, Jalen Suggs, like, a comparison? Damn, bro. I was going to say more so, like, I feel like he reminds me of, like, Russ a little bit, but obviously with a better shot. I mean, he's not, like, aggressively more like Russ, but in my opinion, Suggs is, like, dude, he brings the energy. He makes the hype plays. Like he's like finishing with both hands. Like he's fucking, dude. For me, he reminds me of not like I wouldn't say like he is like next Russell or anything, but
I don't think he's Russell at all. But listen, I don't think he makes like decisions the way Russell does. Like Russell has some questionable. Like, is he trying to win the game? Or is he trying to, like, the 10th assist? Suggs, like, he's a very high IQ winning player. I don't know how much of this contributes to the fact that he played for Gonzaga. And Gonzaga was one of the best teams already. But he fits in, like, that winning system because, Gonzaga was hella stacked. There's another player in Gonzaga that's probably Michael Lottery, Corey Kispert.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's just because he played in a winning system that what makes him look like a winning player, like a winning contributed player, but so that's why, like, I kind of want him on the Raptors more, just because I feel like they have a more winning culture. Because, like, on the Cavs, it's like they don't have a winning culture, man.
Okay, I mean, we'll see. I mean, this time they were trying to fake for somebody, so they need some help, but
so even though I have him going 3, I would still take Mobley above him. I just think like his ceiling isn't as high as like the other 3 guys, Cade, Jalen Green. I think he should just, I don't know. I really like his decision making and his scoring. I guess he should improve on his 3-pointer. It's kind of low.
Yeah, that's why I said Jalen Suggs, if he like fixes, like not fix the shot, but gets the shot a little better. But yeah, I mean, I see like what is the Bleacher Report just said that they're looking potentially for Jalen Suggs. Like they overwhelmingly want to take Jalen Suggs. You know, but we'll see.
Who said that?
The Raptors. Bleacher Report. Yeah. But yes, you know, obviously since Lowry is gone, or not really gone, but he's hitting free agency. But yeah, maybe we'll see though. We'll see. But yeah.
Okay, now we got done with the top four.
Or top five, basically. Top four, yeah.
Top four, yeah. So we got done with the top four. This, maybe 4 All-Stars. We don't know yet.
Maybe.
Now, like, I've looked at a lot of draft boards. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is like wild.
I see it right here. Everyone's like, dude, after top 4, it's just any
this consensus draft pick got us covered. So let's just look at the consensus number 5. It's Scottie Barnes at number 5 to the Magic. What do you think about this? Scottie Barnes to the Magic.
Scottie Barnes to the Magic? Dude.
Let me describe Scottie Barnes' game. To the people who might not be aware of Scottie Barnes. He's not like one of the top prospects, so
But he's not bad though. I feel like he's not bad. But all right, go ahead.
So I think he's like if I was to give him an archetype, I guess he's like a playmaking lockdown defender. He's like a 6 foot. He's 6'9", by the way. So he's got really good size. He's a pretty good playmaker. 4 assists in college is actually pretty high. So he averages 4 assists a game. I would compare his game similar to I guess like a skinny, faster Draymond Green. Not obviously his leadership and experience is not there yet. He's a rookie, right? Coming as a rookie.
Fun fact.
Play style fits him.
Okay.
He's a really. Oh, go ahead.
No. I just said you comparing him to Draymond Green. Right here, people are saying he's more of a Ben Simmons player as a professional comparison. 6'9" guard. I mean, not 6'9" forward. Not really a point guard, but forward with good defense, good body weight. I mean, offensive How was that?
I can see the Ben Simmons comparison, but he's a little bit off ball than Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could definitely see some Ben Simmons, maybe like Jonathan Isaac as well. Just like a very good, I think the best part of his game, though, his defense is insane. He might be one of the best. Dude, there's so many good defenders in this draft. He's the best defender in this draft. There's so many good ones. But he looks really good, defensively. He's really long.
Mm-hmm.
He can contest shots, get steals. One of the other reasons I like him, if you're I think he's a really good energy guy. He's similar to when the Bucks bring in Bobby Portis or whenever Montrezl Harrell comes into the game, he slams the boxes, yells. That's what I saw his impact a lot in Florida State this year. I feel like his weakness might be his offense. He is a good finisher, he can get to the rim, but how is he going to get to the rim in the NBA? I'm not too sure on that yet.
Yeah.
But his lack of shooting is just really hurting him. He's not taking very difficult 3-point shots. Some of the other prospects in this draft, they have low 3-point percentages because they're taking Steph Curry 360, but he's just taking spot up shots, shooting 27.5. So he's gonna need a serviceable 3 in the NBA, but he projects pretty well as a defender.
Yeah.
Another thing I see in his game is that he runs a lot of pick and roll, which he's a pretty good playmaker, so it works. I just feel like when I watch these games, these college games, I'm like, what the fuck is the other team doing? Because I see him running the pick and roll and he's killing it, right?
Yeah.
Bro, this dude can't shoot. Go under the screen.
Yeah.
Right? Why are you guys going over the screen? Why are you guys trying to challenge him? If you just go under the screen, he might not take that shot. And if he does, he's at 27.5%.
Yeah, sure. He's 27.5%.
So I feel that's one part of his offense. That's a pretty sizable part of his offense. And I feel like NBA teams are going to see that right away. Oh, this dude's running a pick and roll without a jump shot. Let me just go under the screen.
Yeah, they go under and let him shoot it, But yeah, I feel like that's one of the big weaknesses I was seeing right here too. But he needs to work on his offense. I mean, his free throws are all right, bro, 62, but like 27 from 3, bro. What, man, bro?
Yeah, I think he's more of like a project player.
Mm-hmm.
He's a really good defender, though. What do you think about him going to Orlando?
Yeah,
would you take him compared to some of the other guys? Like, would you take someone else for Orlando if you could?
Dude, who we got in Orlando right now? I don't even know who we got in Orlando.
So I'll just give you like a breakdown of the roster real quick. Top of my head, so if I'm missing anyone, don't kill me, bro. I know like they're very guard heavy, so you don't even gotta think about taking like a point guard. Because they have Cole Anthony, Markelle Fultz, who was
Cole Anthony, my boy.
Markelle Fultz was pretty good before he came back. Cole Anthony, pretty good rookie year, and then you got like RJ Hampton, who showed some promises. I guess they can take a shooting guard, so maybe a shooting guard or a small forward. They have Jonathan Isaac, who can run 3 and 4. Terrence Ross, who you don't even gotta think about. They're probably gonna trade him, and then you got Wendell Carter at center. I think those are the Mo Bamba, I guess, but like those are like the main pieces. Chuma Kiki, those are the main pieces, I think. I don't know. I kind of like Jonathan Kuminga more. They have him going number 6 to the Thunder, but I kind of like Jonathan Kuminga more.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, Jonathan Kuminga, obviously Jalen Green's teammate, but
I just feel like if you take Scotty Barnes and then you already have Jonathan Isaac, like, bro, who's your best scorer on that team?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like you guys need a scorer.
Best scorer is Wendell Carter or Markelle Fultz.
Yeah,
like I think Jonathan Kuminga just has a little bit more offensive game, a little bit more playmaking. They're both good playmakers, but I think Jonathan, and the reason why I like Kuminga a little bit more for the Magic is because he's the youngest player, I think, in the first round, or in the first. He's only 18 years old. I think other players are like 19 plus.
Yeah.
And Orlando Magic, you're gonna have another year, 4 years to develop him until he's 22, instead of taking someone like, one of the older, like Davion Mitchell, Corey Kispert, one of those 22-year-olds. You can have him for 4 years of development because you're not looking to win anyways, and then you can have Jonathan Kuminga. So I think I would rather go with Jonathan Kuminga, but I wouldn't mind Scotty Barnes either, because I feel like Scotty Barnes with Jonathan Isaac, that's probably like the greatest fucking forward defense.
Yeah.
That's just insane defense, but
I feel like
it's gonna be trash though. The offense, you put Scotty Barnes on there, and there's like no one else can score.
Yeah, there's gonna be no offense, bro. It's gonna be all lockdown defense, man. But yeah, I feel like I agree with you there. I think Jonathan Kuminga should definitely be considered instead of Scotty Barnes for the Orlando Magic.
Let's talk about Kuminga. He's 6 anyways. So if you guys don't know Jonathan Kuminga's game, he's basically like a playmaking slasher.
Yeah, he's not really a shooter. I see that. Like
can't shoot at all.
Yeah, he's 20%, dude.
But he can shot create. He has really good size. I think he's like 6'7" or something like that.
He's 6'8", 205.
6'8", 205. Yeah, he's pretty athletic. Like watching his game, it's like a very poor man. LeBron, I don't want to say LeBron because LeBron's LeBron, but like,
I guess LeBron, like Dollar Tree LeBron right here. Dollar Tree LeBron right here.
Not even Dollar Tree, like that's LeBron, bro. That might be like Salvation Army LeBron, but I think maybe like DeRozan. We could say like a DeRozan comparison. Like he's a slasher. DeRozan has a little bit of playmaking. The main knock I have on Jonathan Kuminga's game is just his shot selection.
Yeah, I see on his weaknesses. Big
like shooting 38% and 24%. I promise you, he's not that bad at shooting the ball. This dude is just taking like random shots, like in transition.
So. Like you said, this guy's young. I feel like, dude, he has time to develop. Give him 2 years, 2 years. I guarantee you, if he works on his shot, works on his jumpers, he'll be a solid pick. He'll be a solid player. Great size rate. He knows what he needs to do. Good playmaker, right? But great defender. But yeah, his offense.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's the youngest player in the draft, so it shows, right? He's inexperienced.
Yeah, inexperienced. He's just raw talent.
I think he just needs to work on like just kind of letting the game come to him instead of trying to force. Because a lot of his turnovers are it's just him pushing the ball like I don't like the pace he plays with. Like he just pushes the ball a little bit like Russell, a little bit like
tries to rush it.
He tries to rush it, turns the ball over instead. Like wait for your sometimes like if you got a small little guard in the transition, yeah, take the layup. But if they're already set in transition, right? They got 3 players on defense. You don't gotta go 1-on-3, right?
Like you don't gotta do that for no reason, you know.
But he is 18 though. Like people were saying how like LaMelo's like game making decision and maturity was a problem, but y'all were judging him when he was 17. So
true.
18, he got so many. You know, you can yell at him for another couple years and he'll be fine. So
yeah.
Let's go on to number 7. They have a tie for the number 7 consensus pick, and James Bouknight and Davion Mitchell are the 2 players. So, you want to do one of the prospects? I'll do the other one.
You say James Bouknight and Davion Mitchell?
Yeah, you can do Davion. I think you like Davion Mitchell more, right?
Yeah, I do like
Davion Mitchell if you want. I could do James Bouknight. Go ahead.
Davion Mitchell is only 6'2". That's the thing I don't like. That he's a little short, shorter end.
He's super gritty though. So
yeah, he reminds me of Patrick Beverley. Like, very, very hands-on player.
On defense.
Yeah, on defense. This guy has a good offensive bag too. And then I think I told you, I thought this guy was Donovan Mitchell's brother because he wore 45.
Yeah. He's just a big fan.
Yeah, I see that he's averaging 44% on 3-point now on this last season. 44% off of 141 attempts. That's really, really good. This guy's hitting at almost basically 60 of his 3-pointers out of 140, which is crazy. With also his like hands-on play style, like he's very, very pretty. Like he's very like, hey, I'll lock you up, I'll clamp you up. Like this guy is a definition of clamps, dude. Like this guy has clamps. Like I've seen him.
He did a great job on Cade Cunningham.
Yeah.
That first time they matched up.
Yeah, dude.
Cade won the game. He busted a bunch of threes at the end, but you know that's just great.
Yeah, that's just Cade, bro. What are you gonna do about that, you know? But yeah, I feel like Davion Mitchell is really, really good, dude. I hope. You know, he is a junior though. That's why I said he is a junior. He's like 20.
I think he's a 4th year actually.
He's like 20 years old right now.
22.
22?
Isn't he 22?
Is he 22? Let me check. I have no idea.
That's the thing though. You're picking old, but like he's 22, right?
Yeah, let me check right now.
I don't think it's that much of a problem.
Yeah, he's 22. He's 22, man.
It's not that much. That's not a big deal though, because like if you look at who's picking at 7, now we don't know who's gonna pick at 7 because it's the Warriors pick. So are they gonna trade him?
Yeah,
I don't know, but if the Warriors want to keep this pick, I think you could take Davion Mitchell, who's probably the most NBA ready. Like he has 4 years of college experience.
Yeah,
he's probably the most ready right now. Like, I know they have James Bouknight tied with Davion Mitchell.
Yeah,
I think Davion Mitchell might be a little bit of a better pick, but I still wouldn't go here. I like James Bouknight more, but I think the best fit for Golden State might be Davion Mitchell is an option. I think Corey Kispert, another 22-year-old, 4th year, but Corey Kispert kind of fits that Warriors like shooting threes. He's a smart, high IQ player with good help defense, and that's what the Warriors, they don't rely on isolation defense.
Yeah,
they don't have a lot of isolation guys like isolation clamp guys, right? They have a lot of help defense, and that's what Corey Kispert excels in when it comes to defense.
Yeah,
and he shoots the ball really well, which like he's not going to shoot 4% like Kelly Oubre was in the beginning of the year.
Oh my God,
Curry was struggling, right? I can't say he's not going to do that, but he doesn't project to do that.
Yeah, he doesn't. We're not expecting him to do that. Like, he's not gonna fuck the game up by doing stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't expect Kelly Oubre to shoot 4%. Like, who the fuck shoots 4%?
Yeah, that's hella bad, bro. I'm gonna tell you.
But like, Corey Kispert is probably the best shooter in the draft. Probably is. He can do more than shoot though. Kind of like Joe Harris.
Yeah.
Like, he can play make a little bit. I think they should take Corey Crisper, Davion Mitchell, or I think the third guy they can consider would be Moses Moody. Now Moses Moody is like I think he's 18 or 19. I think he's 19.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have the experience of Corey Kispert to help immediately, but he also fits that role of just like a 3-and-D guy, like another Clay. Okay, I don't want to say that, right? He's not another Clay, but like I think Moody, I would say like a Chris Middleton type, DeAndre Hunter type, 3-and-D, and he was taking really like. I don't know. I just think Moses Moody, Corey Kispert, or Davion Mitchell. I don't really like James Bouknight for the Warriors. Even though
I was gonna say that too. I felt like Davion Mitchell, like, so we talked about how like the Warriors wanted a win now condition, urging the Warriors managed to do that, and that's why they're trying to say we should trade our picks for a good player that can come in and do well. And I feel like if they can't get a trade for the picks, dude, you run up Davion Mitchell or who was the other guy? Yeah. I feel like those two were like be the best option for Warriors. Like you said, like you already have Steph as a number one, option to.
I think Corey's a little better because like they already have like Curry's gonna play 30-40 minutes anyways.
Yeah.
And then like at the guard position, like Corey Kispert, he can get minutes when Clay's sitting. And if Clay doesn't play, like Clay's probably gonna play 30 minutes when he's healthy, but he can also put him at the small forward as well. But like Davion Mitchell, like he's a little small, so you kind of want to run him at just that point guard. So I think like Corey Kispert is like a little bit more flexible. The thing with Corey Kispert is though is like he's fallen in the draft. Like people don't even have him in the lottery
anymore.
Okay. Another pick. We didn't even cover it at all because like me personally, I don't agree with James Bouknight going to the Warriors.
Yeah.
But I really like James Bouknight though. I feel like if it isn't Jalen Green or Cade Cunningham, I think James Bouknight has potential to be one of the best scorers in this draft.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's also a 3-level scorer. I know his 3-point percentage isn't that high.
Yeah.
I don't have it pulled up at all. I'm not gonna pull it up, but he's a 30-something% 3-point shooter. But the shots he were taking, like he wasn't getting a lot of help, and he was just taking like very tough shots, and I don't think it's that much of a concern. Wait, do I? Oh, I do have James Bouknight pulled up. So he's 32%.
Yeah.
I don't think that's too much of a concern though, because he was taking very tough shots. Like he didn't have too much help in UConn. Like he was like the main offensive player. So I feel like his field goal is just the result of him taking tough shots. And to back that up, in the draft combine, he actually shot really well. I forgot like how well he shot, but he shot at an NBA level in the draft combine. So if he's taking like your everyday shots, he projects to be, a lot better than 32%. Mm-hmm. And that's really his only knock when it comes to like his offense is that he's not shooting a high percentage. Everything else on offense, he looks very good. He's a very explosive finisher, shot creator. He's a 3-level scorer. He is very creative finisher. And I feel like James Bouknight is the best. He might have the best bag or the best ball handling in this class. Like his hesitations, one of my favorite moves to do in the park is when you catch the ball and you pretend to shoot and then you just take off to the basket.
Yeah.
He does that so well. He has so many like these nice hesitation crossovers and step back moves. So James Bouknight is actually one of my favorite prospects, even though I don't think he should go number 7.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, I see that he's I'm looking at the weaknesses here. Like he had surgery in the season basically like this season, and then when he returned, he wasn't really the same. His production as a scorer, it says it came off of high volume and poor efficiency. I mean, so he's just like not want to say he's chucking shot, but he's taking a lot of shots. But he's very, very crafty. He's a very flashy athlete. He's a very diverse scorer. So it looks like
bro, he is like my favorite like bag out of everyone. His bag is so nice, man.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm excited to watch him play. Hopefully he's good, bro.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I mean, who's this? You don't want him to see going to the Warriors, right?
Yeah, I think the Magic, right? The next pick, the 8th pick.
Yeah. They're saying the Magic should get him.
Because like we said, the Magic, y'all don't have no offense. So you take Kuminga. I guess you could take Barnes, but you take Kuminga, who's a big guard, and then you could take James Bouknight, who plays the 2. You have Cole Anthony still coming off the bench, I guess. You could figure that out in the future. Markelle Fultz, John Isaac, Wendell Carter. That seems perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, I see here that they said they want. They said the OKC are looking for James Bouknight to join Shea in OKC, and they're saying that he's a very, very natural bucket getter in this draft. Yada yada yada. He has great handles, powerful finishing, and he's very, very fearless in pulling up and shooting. Well, explains the poor efficiency, but yeah, and they're saying that OKC's
UConn needed him to do that shit because ain't no one doing shit, bro.
That's true. They said the OKC's program should help him bring into his potential. So we don't know. We'll see, right? All right. So
I can see him going to OKC too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't go to the Warriors, man. Like,
yeah,
I don't feel like being a Warriors fan. So I don't really want to root for him in the Warriors. And I feel like his offensive potential is limited in the Warriors. I just want to see him like blossom on like a team that doesn't have like their offense figured out, so he can be like the focal point of the offense instead of just playing off Curry, Draymond, and them. So
okay. And then we have after James Bouknight, who do we got after?
So they're projecting after that they have number 8 to Keon Johnson. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't really pay too much attention to Keon Johnson. Yeah. I do know he's like an athletic guard though. I don't know too much about him though. I just know he's like a slasher.
Yeah, I didn't really. Let me see what happened here. I did
pull up his stats though.
He's very bouncy, above the rim finisher. He's a pretty good defensive player. He has potential to become a shot creator and then to be a threat on his offense as well. It's just that he didn't shoot as much, but he still shot 26% off of 48 attempts. So he didn't shoot a lot, but not really good on the percentage. Yeah, and he just needs to develop a shooting. He needs to develop a shot. Shots are inconsistent, very shaky handle.
27%.
Yeah.
11.3 a game.
Yeah, it's exciting.
I don't know. We just got to see what the analysts saw in this guy.
Yeah,
I'm really sure.
I don't really have anything to say about Keon Johnson, in my opinion.
I saw some highlights too. I saw him dunking on people, like left to right finish, pretty good. But I saw a couple of jellies. That's about it, though. I'm not really too sure about his game.
Ooh,
okay. All right, let's go ahead and move on.
All right, what we got?
9th pick in the draft. So who has the 9th pick?
Wagner.
The consensus have Franz Wagner going to the Kings.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. What do you think?
All right. Let me see.
Let me go ahead and describe his game before just so the people know.
Yeah.
Franz Wagner, he's a very versatile guard. He does a little bit of everything. I guess his player comp is kind of like maybe Deni Avdija. We haven't really seen too much of Deni Avdija, and he hasn't been like good or anything like that. He's been like okay, I guess, for a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
He can play make, he can shoot.
It says he's a very high IQ defender who can shoot.
Yeah, he's a very good defender.
Yeah, he's a good defender. And then people are saying that the Warriors should pick him up because he is like not the most NBA ready, but he shows he's NBA ready, contending ready. And due to he's very, very high effort, high IQ, who can shoot threes and keep the ball moving, he's a really, really good fit for the Warriors. What about that? What do you think about that? Instead of the Kings.
Give me Corey Kispert. Give me I guess he's a better fit than Davion Mitchell, just because he's like a wing player.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I mean, that's
kind of what Davion Mitchell over. Give me Davion Mitchell. Give me Moses Moody.
Dude, Davion Mitchell is. I don't know. I feel like that guy is under like. I don't know. I feel like he's like undervalued or he's under the radar. He's underrated, But we'll see.
They got him going number 10.
Yeah, they.
So let's just talk about Davion Mitchell. Franz Wagner, obviously, he's like a all-around versatile player. Like just to sum it up, he can shoot.
Yeah, he can shoot.
I guess his knock is that he's just not he's not super athletic. I guess his ceiling, in my opinion, isn't as high because like players that aren't as athletic, I don't think their ceilings are as high as like obviously the top picks like Jalen Green or Mobley. And then the number 10th pick, I guess we'll just wrap it up here. Top 10 picks.
Yeah, top 10.
And then, if you guys want like the rest of the draft, just let us know. But yeah, there's no one watching this, but it's okay. Number 10, they have Davion Mitchell tied with Josh Giddey.
Yeah, I see that.
Go ahead, man.
Dude,
talk about Davion Mitchell, man.
Bro, I'm gonna say I just feel like Davion Mitchell is a very, very he brings the energy. He's a very, very good defender. Has a great shot.
This is for the Pelicans.
Yeah, for the Pelicans. The thing is for the Pelicans.
I mean, they're getting rid of Lonzo. If they get Kyle Lowry, I don't know. I feel like Davion Mitchell kind of plays like Kyle Lowry. Like
in a way, yeah.
A little bit, yeah. No, offensively, I'm not too sure about that, but defensively, they're like really gritty defensive point guards, two-way point guards. So
let me see. Yeah, honestly, I don't know, but I don't really know much about Josh Giddey. But let me see what I have him here. Great size, good playmaker, capable ball handler, good distributor, good creator. Great court vision and ability to execute passes, improving shooter. Okay. Use pace, needs to improve his score. Shooter has good touch, but not shooting efficient. Does have lead burst, quick twitch, a blow defense. So yeah, he's 6'8", 205 small forward, which is kind of makes sense.
He kind of plays point guard sometimes too.
Okay. Yeah, he's not bad. Like as a small forward, having good playmaker is good as well, in my opinion. To the Pelicans. Okay, it depends on what the Pelicans want to do with Lonzo. I feel like, yeah, Josh Giddey would be a good fit for the Pelicans.
He's like an all-around type. I feel like offensively, maybe he's a little bit more aggressive, but it's not that far from Lonzo Ball. Like if you ever with Lonzo, you might as well just keep Lonzo and draft someone else. I guess they don't like Lonzo. I don't know what's with that, but
yeah, I don't know.
But I feel like he plays just like similar to Lonzo, like a big all-around guard. He's a little bit bigger, but big playmaking guard. By the way, this dude was the NBL Rookie of the Year. Last year was LaMelo. Now he's the NBL Rookie of the Year. Actually, people compare him to LaMelo too. So, I know he's interesting.
A big guard condition defend, likely providing efficient management from the jump, scoring punch, determine how versatile it is. Yeah, so basically, he just needs to improve on his scoring and his shooting. But overall, he's a great player, so we'll see what he does. He's from Australia, huh?
Yeah, the NBL. Yeah. So they don't like I said, I would consider taking Corey Kispert at 7 for the Warriors, but they don't have Corey Kispert going that high, obviously. So if the Pelicans can get him at 10, I wouldn't mind Corey Kispert. Maybe I just like Corey Kispert, but I think I feel like they should draft to fit the game of like their existing players, the core players.
Yeah.
Like Williamson, Brandon Ingram. You need shooters around them. And Corey is the shooter you can put around them.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna draft Josh Giddey, another dude who has shooting struggles.
Yeah. I feel like him and Zion will just clog up the lane, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't really like Josh Giddey on the Pelicans. I feel like he's an interesting prospect, but I feel like maybe I might just be a Corey Kispert fan. But Corey Kispert looks pretty good. And let me look at the other rookies that might look good. Moses Moody is the 3 and D guy. He could work.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Pelicans. Just pick someone who can shoot a 3, man.
Yeah, everyone's saying
last year they could have took Aaron Nesmith. I'm still so mad at that, bro. They picked Kier Lewis when they already had Lonzo Ball and they had Nickeil Alexander-Walker and they traded for Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah.
So 4 point guards when they could have drafted a 52% 3-point shooter from Vanderbilt. It's everyone's game. It fits Lonzo's game. It fits Zion's game, and it'll fit Ingram's game.
Yeah. Okay.
No, they took Kier Lewis, which he's not bad, but like, yeah.
All right. I think that should wrap it up for today then. Yeah. Top 10 NBA drafts.
That's all we got.
Huh? That's all we got. All right.
All
right. We'll see what happens. All right. Before, I mean, I'm assuming you're gonna put Cade Cunningham as Rookie of the Year.
Oh, I'm ordering a jersey as soon as it comes out.
A Pistons jersey? God damn, bro.
I'm not doing that, but like, yeah. We're gonna do season projections soon, so not soon, but like, yeah, I'll give my Rookie of the Year thoughts on that. It's Cade Cunningham, by the way, but
yeah, I assumed it'd be Cade already, man. It's obvious, dude. Yep. I might choose Jalen Green just to fuck with you.
To be different.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not mad at that. Jalen Green's a hooper.
Yeah, he's a hooper, man. That guy can hoop. But all right. That should be it for today then. All right.
Wait, we gotta. I just opened my Instagram. Let me just wrap it up. Chicago Bulls could be a potential landing spot for Derrick Rose.
Yo, no way, dude. Yo, D Rose on the Bulls again. Sheesh. I'll put him in, bro. Put him in.
I mean, they do need a point guard. Derrick Rose, maybe. And I saw this graphic.
Yeah, I can see it.
It's Kyle Kuzma and Buddy Hield.
Yeah, and the Lakers and the Kings jersey swap jerseys.
I wouldn't mind this.
I wouldn't mind. I'll take that on a heartbeat.
We need shooters anyways, and Buddy Hield's a 40% 3-point shooter. Okay. That's all I got.
That's all you got? All right. I think we did then. All right. Peace. Take care.